Okay, just so I know, is it video or is it just audio?
It's video.
All right, give me 2 seconds then. Just give me 2 seconds.
Don't get the eyeliner or whatever it is.
No. I'm dark enough, mate.
Today, I'm with Fabio and Ross from the London-based band Mercutio.
What's up?
What's up? Guns, obviously, are what's up right now. What are you doing with a gun?
It wasn't a gun, it was a skull.
No, okay, whatever you say. Now you're from Aberdeen, and Fabio, you're. Am I right in thinking you're Italian?
I am from Rome. Yes.
Good. I've been to Rome. Right. Okay. And the rest of your
band. About Italian. This is something you have to learn about Romans. Romans don't like to say they're Italian. They like to differentiate themselves and say, we are
Romans.
Okay. I actually do. I always say I'm from Rome, Italy.
Right. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. I did not know that, but now I do. So we've got a Roman and an Aberdonian.
Aberdonian.
I think we should start again. But there's an Italian connection here. Right, apart from you, Fabio. So the rest of your bandmates and your manager, am I right in thinking it's all an Italian band? I mean,
currently, yeah, there is a bunch of Italians in the family. Yeah. But because we actually moved all together from Italy to here. We exported our project. And
so
then we met Ross
over there.
And I bought the exports.
You did.
Yeah.
It's all coming together now. I can get it all now.
Italian stuff.
So what does Mercutio mean?
Mercutio is, famously, Mercutio is a character from Romeo and Juliet. God, do you know what? Nobody's ever asked us this before.
Well, I thought it sounded something Shakespearean, or you know.
It is.
Yes.
It's an old Italian name, but it's from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, and Mercutio is he's a very divisive character. He is Romeo's best mate, but at the same time, he is not a Montague. So Romeo's Montague, Juliet's Capulet, for those who don't know. One of the most famous phrases that any character says in Shakespearean literature is "a curse on both your houses."
Right.
Now that is coming from Mercutio when he's dying. He's been stabbed by Tybalt, Juliet's cousin. Sorry.
Yeah. This is great stuff.
Yeah, and basically, even as he's dying, he says, "a curse on both your houses." Basically, he is neither Montague or Capulet. He is only in this for love, and he's only there because he loves Romeo as a friend. And that's what Mercutio is. Mercutio fundamentally is a non-bipartisan conglomerate. We all have different ideas, about politics, religion, culture, etc., etc. But fundamentally, we come together to air our passions and our grievances, together, and it's bipartisan. It is. In that space, it is all about the color, the picture, the words, and one of our songs is called "Slap Bang." It's about being slap bang in the middle. We're not left or right. We're slap bang in the middle, and I think it's a song that it was the one that got us classic rock track of the week, which was great. But it's a song that really kind of defines what Mercutio is. It's about venting, human emotion, but without being part of a club.
That's a wonderful explanation and a lovely name for your band.
Even if you look like idiots, we actually read books.
You do, yes. Read books. Now, I want to get this straight, because some places I read that you're a 3-piece and other places I read you're a 4-piece. I now know that you must be a 4-piece because I pieced it all together. I've seen your cover photo, and there's 4 of you in it. Yet you're described as a trio on a lot of information that I've read. So did you start as a trio and then recruit an extra person? Or have I got that completely wrong? And have you gone from being a 4-piece to a 3-piece?
At the moment, it's like a sort of open family. So
it's an open, it's an open relationship.
It's an open relationship.
How's that working out?
In which Ross and I are always present, and then we have a few brothers or sisters that join us to do what we do, like in writing.
Me and Fabio do the crux of the writing, and me and Fabio and our producer are all over the concepts, all over the arpeggios, the riffs that we want to put into the music, and we just seem to work to get, like, honestly, like, I don't think I've ever told this to Fabio, but he is a prick. But apart from being a prick, he is.
Are you getting
like,
emotional?
I know he's literally like, I've been a songwriter since I was a little kid, literally a paid songwriter since I was about 14, and I've been writing songs since I was 7, and I've never met a guy who is as accommodating and as inspiring at the same time as Fabio Staffieri. He is a riff master, and I'm lucky as hell. So anyway, Fabio, just thought I'd tell you that right now. Don't expect it again, but there you go.
You've heard it now. That's all you're going to get, I think. So when did the band form? How long ago was it?
Well, the first nucleus was long ago. Long ago, but then we considered the like a sort of newborn band when we met Ross.
They wanted a better singer, basically.
We needed someone who was crazy enough to join us in our on our path, basically, and we found Ross in a very weird way. So he was collaborating with our producer Gianluca for a musical, and we were looking for a new singer, and we went to the workshop, seeing the first draft of the musical, and
you're an actor as well, aren't you, Ross? You act as well, don't you? Musical theatre.
For my penultimate sins, yes.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I act and shit.
You do, and you've been described as Muse meets the Virgin Marys, and I definitely get the Muse.
That's nice.
Influence.
I mean,
their influences to you, big influences?
I mean, I don't know any virgins, and I don't know. I have no inkling towards the Holy Trinity. So I can tell you right now. I mean, I don't know the Virgin Marys myself, but I mean, I think together, Muse is a lovely compliment. Is a lovely compliment. I think that there are definitely some elements, because all of us are very, very. We're massive classical fans. We're massive classical fans, and we are like geeky musicians who love to play alternative time signatures. We love to, basically what I do anyways. I bring an idea to Gianluca and Fabio, and they go, okay, cool, right. Now we need to compress it into this to make it, a viable song. I mean, I'm into Tool, Symphony X, Rush, Silverchair, Radiohead, a lot of very expansive bands. But it's awesome, because so are these guys, and what they do is they basically just go, all right, Ross, we get it, shut the fuck up. Here is what we think. And you know what? 80% of the time I'm like, you know what, that's bang.
Yeah, the 20 he doesn't, but we beat him up and he said yes at the end.
He agrees then. Right, okay. Ross,
This
you
is
sang
blood,
with
this
Spandau
is blood,
Ballet,
this is-
didn't you? 2017. You sang with Spandau Ballet, is this correct?
I mean, I can't remember, but supposedly I did, yeah.
Well, right, okay. I'm not sure we're going to go any further with that line of questioning.
No, it's cool. No, it was great. It was great fun, and you know what? It's anyone who Googles it will know the shit that went on with Spandau Ballet. But you know what? When it was good, it was absolutely brilliant, and when it was bad, it was fucking awful. And you know what? It was great for me. And before Spandau, you know, in my early sort of musical theatre career, I got to be on stage with Brian May and Roger Taylor and sing Queen songs, you know, with all them and stuff. So, you know, like, you know, Spandau didn't blow my mind, but at the same time, I felt very honoured to be given the mantle of being the lead singer of the band. But also I wanted to write, and that was kind of promised to me that I was going to be able to write, and that never materialized. So I was like, so I quit Spandau for Mercutio. Like literally, Mercutio were my side bitch, and I was literally like, you know what? I want you hard.
That must have been music to your ears.
Well, it was music
so
to his ears, because we ended up writing an album called Antagonist. So it literally was music to his ears.
Yes. So this was your debut album. That was last year, 2021, and you toured with Inglorious that year as well. So how did that tour with Inglorious come about? Were you in touch with the band already? I mean, how did
I'm mates with Nathan. Nathan James is like one of my best mates. We used to sub each other on gigs, and pretty much that's how it went. I phoned him up and then spoke to the management. I was like, let's back them, because, you know, they're awesome. And we're very different, but at the same time, you know, he was my mate, so I got us an in. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, you know, if you're touring with a band that doesn't sound exactly like you. I think that makes it more interesting.
You know, it's so hard, because a lot of people sort of say, you know, what genre is Mercutio? What's this? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. You know what? Like, you know, right now, what I listen to most when I'm out and about, when I'm inside and I'm working and I'm writing, I listen to a lot of classical, and I listen to a lot of prog. But when I'm walking around or going to the gym, I listen to black metal. I love Behemoth. I love Cradle of Filth. I love Demi Borgir. You know, I listen to some really, really hardcore, you know, defying sort of stuff with all your tri screams and all that sort of stuff in it. And I love it. But then again, I'll come home and feel a bit depressed and then listen to the Lighthouse Family.
Still your mood.
Consider that probably the main thing that ties my musical taste and Ross's musical taste is Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. So that's completely like, it's not, and you can hear it. You can hear it in our composition many times, that there is a strong grunge influence in the band, but still it's like something that in our mind at least is evolving to something else.
Yeah, he's on
the move. Do you want to see something sexy?
World's on the move. Go on then.
Right.
Shock us.
I'll show you. This is like my prized possession.
Oh, let's have a good look there. Oh, nice. Tell us the story behind this then. Where did it come from?
So it's from the I had to look 1993 Nirvana concert in Ohio, and it's a signed set list from Kurt Cobain. It was actually given to me by a fan who, while I was doing Spandau Ballet, this like guy, I mean, like, I feel really bad saying this because like he gave me something that's worth about 13 grand, but he was a douchebag. Anyway, he was a douchebag because he basically was like, here's an awesome, I was about to go on stage at this random festival run by, what's his name? Who did the Big Breakfast? Chris what?
Chris,
Redhead.
my mind's gone blank now. Evans.
No. Yeah, Chris Evans, right, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was run by him, and this fan, there was a competition, cut a long story short, there was a competition to get backstage tickets, and this guy was rich as shit, so he bought like all the tickets, so like he got backstage. Anyway, Gary Kemp didn't want to speak to him, so because he was a bit so anyway, he came up to me and he was like, Ross, I got you a little present. That I was literally just about to go on stage with Ricky from the Kaiser Chiefs, Natalie and Brulia randomly, The Feeling, and some guys from Texas. Anyway, and Beverly Knight. We're about to hit the stage, and then this guy comes up and he's like, Ross, mate, I was like, dude, I've got to go on stage. He was like, I just want to give you this. I want to give you this. And I was like, okay. And he opened it, and I was like, what the fuck, man? You know, like Kurt is God to me, and yeah, so that's how he got it. He gave it to me because he was trying to convince me to convince the other Spandau members to do a private gig in the Isle of Wight or the Isle of Man. I can't remember. It was an Isle.
Very nice.
I love it. Absolutely.
I bet you do. Let's talk about the gig you've got coming up, because this is very, very special. You've got a gig at the Camden Assembly on the 20th of May. So you're playing your Antagonist album in full. And I'm thinking you've not done this before, yes, and you've got more. And you've got some surprises as well. So can you tell us what any of the surprises might be without telling us, like clues maybe?
Yeah, so one of them is going to be for sure a cover we made during the lockdown, and it's a cover.
It's a quilt. We basically made a quilt.
Cover.
We made a quilt together. We all made a quilt, and it's going to cover it. Yeah. So.
Is this New Rules I'm thinking of? Is that New Rules? Yeah. Tell us about this and why you chose to do this cover.
It was pretty random, actually. So we were during the lockdown, so everyone was at home trying to do the best we could, and we say, what can we do, like as a sort of a game to keep us unite, to keep us together, and let's try to have fun with a song. And I think our drummer came up with someone came up with let's do something very different, like Dua Lipa. And our drummer went like, yeah, let's do New Rules. And then we said, okay. So I studied for a day, like what could I transform like that kind of pop song into a hard rock riff.
Yeah.
I did, and I sent it to them, and we started writing it. And Ross gave his personal interpretation of the lyrics as well.
Yeah, it was just like there was another side to that, to the lyrical story that needed to be told, and that was from like the toxic man's point of view. Not necessarily me, but me playing the toxic masculinity that she was admonishing in her song.
Okay, and you've got a new single that's going to feature at the gig as well. So what's the new single?
The new single is called Celebrity.
Right.
And
is it?
You better fucking remember, mate. But yeah, no, Celebrity. And I've tried to incorporate as many sort of currency denominational characters within the name. So it sort of starts with a dollar, and then a euro, then LL. I can't think of an L that is a financial denomination, and then a pound sign, then a Bitcoin, then Rand, small I, T, then a yen sign. So basically, the song is called Celebrity, and it's very topical. It's something that I've always sort of had in my head conceptually that I wanted to write, but it's very topical, and you'll hear it in the beginning of our set. We've just designed this massive intro that kind of incorporates this sort of a current mood when it, you know, in regards to celebrities and all their fucking bullshit. And the song is, you know, without trying to be Charlie Manson, the song is basically saying, like, you know, fuck them. Why do you believe in them? Like you, as an actor, going back to the acting, my fundamental belief is that you, as an actor, you're not the protagonist. The audience is the protagonist. And you'd be good to remember that as an actor, because, you know, you might be Daniel Day-Lewis and you might be able to, you know, go be a butcher for 4 months and then play, you know, Bill the Butcher in, you know, Gangs of New York. But the fact of the matter is, the most important thing is the audience and what they take away from it. So you've got to remember the audience is always going to put themselves in the position of the protagonist. So with that sort of mindset, Fabio came up with this amazing riff, and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. And then we worked together because I play guitar, piano, and all that crap, and we got together and we really like, for a lot of the time it's very much like my song or Fabio's song, and then I write on or Fabio writes on it. But this time it was like arpeggio concept. Me and Fabio got in a room and we wrote the tune together from start to finish. And it's not a tirade. It's a very, very concentrated sort of anger and awakening towards celebrity culture. And then there's a big ironic twist at the end, and we take the piss out of the fact that we're an up and coming band trying to get famous, so like we take the piss out of that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of anger in it, and there's a lot, it's very topical because of the whole Will Smith thing and the whole Johnny Depp thing and Amber Heard and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I can't freaking wait to get this out there live.
Right, and you've got a new album underway as well. So when's that coming out? Do you have a name for it? Do you have details?
Nope.
It's going to come out when we have at least 10 songs.
The new song Celebrity, that's off the album, is it? From the new album? Right, okay. Yeah. Right, so it's not quite there yet, but it's
we've got a lot of material to work on already. Yeah. We're not rushing it. It's like,
I mean, we finished on time. Like, we'd written about 3 songs, and then we came up with, we need to write a new album. We need to know, what the concept is, where we're going with it. I came up with the idea, let's call it Antagonist. And then once we got together, because we are an awesome little team, once we got together and the concept was solidified, the songs just were like bang, 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 and they just came out. So, we've got a couple songs, we've got a couple things, in the pipeline, but I think it's all about solidifying the concept and knowing exactly what you're putting out there. It's like writing a novel. It's like writing anything. Albums are so underrated these days, because people listen to singles. Remember when you used to do you remember the first time you put on In Utero and you listened to it from start to finish?
Yes,
well, yeah,
I probably don't remember the exact first time, but I do remember listening to it.
But you listened to it from start to finish, didn't you?
Yeah.
Exactly, and nobody does that anymore.
No.
It's not a thing. It's almost like this, YouTube, 30-second clip mentality, or this, this sort of like, quick fix. Well, fuck that. Just sit down, listen.
I mean, we didn't have any choice back in the day because everything was on cassette and you had to listen to it in one go, because if you stopped it or you tried rewinding or forward it, then more than likely it would all get screwed up and you'd get stuck in the tape cassette recorder and that would be the end of your album. So we didn't kind of tamper with it too much.
I must admit, I can't assimilate with the cassettes thing, but I do, when it came to CDs and getting that CD and taking out the artwork and looking at the lyrics and becoming entranced by the whole concept and the whole artistic narrative was so intriguing and so exciting for me as a kid. And I'm saddened so much by the fast food sort of nature of today. So I think that solidifying a concept and all coming together, going, this is what we want to write about, this is what we want to say. In the end of the day, it's going to make for a better album.
Yeah. Now, lastly, I want to just move on quickly to where we can see you this year, because I know you've got some festivals planned. So you've got already the gig that we mentioned at the Camden Assembly. So that's on the 20th.
20th, Friday the 20th. Yeah.
Yes, 20th of May.
This Friday coming.
But you've got plans for the summer as well. So you've got Wildfire Festival, which is the
So
3rd
far-
of July, and
So far, sorry.
Weyfest, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, 20th of August. So do you have others still to be announced?
Yes.
We have on the 3rd of July as well. We're going to be in Scotland
That
for
was
the Wildfire Fest.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
She
the first
said
one.
that, Fabio.
I
Listen.
said that one.
Sorry, because
Listen.
it disappeared.
Weyfest.
It disappeared for like 30 seconds. I couldn't hear anything. Sorry.
So apart from those two, right, the ones you haven't announced, can we get any exclusive now? Could you tell us any others that you're due to play that you haven't told anybody yet? Can you tell
No.
me?
No,
No.
we've been
We actually can't.
we've been forbidden by our management.
Yeah. But we
Don't approve of that.
are, like, I can tell you right now that you know, last year, you know, linking up with Universal, and this year we've linked up with some other amazing sort of industry people who are going to push us out there, because the last thing we're going to fucking do is sell out. We're always going to push this anarchic rock and roll narrative, but you know, NDAs actually like get you in shit. So check us on the socials. Get us on
Yes,
Instagram.
you're on social media. We'll find you there.
at Mercutio Official on Instagram, at
Perfect.
Mercutio Official on Facebook, I think. And yeah, just get us on all that, because who the fuck goes on websites these days?
Well, I
We
do,
do.
actually. Probably just me. Look, guys, it's been really, really fun chatting to you.
Thanks,
Treasure
Anne.
that
Our
beautiful set list you have on your wall, and that indeed that picture you've got behind you right there, which is a skull in a crown.
It's Patrice Murciano. He's a sculptor, a painter, and a print artist. Yeah, he's fucking cool.
And what have you got
Also,
there?
if you want to get one of these, you better come to the gig in Camden on Friday the 20th.
Ooh,
They're all
okay.
hand painted.
They all handmade.
Oh, so that's one of your surprises. So we know what one of them is now. So that's very nice. All the best for your gig. I'm sure
Thanks, Anne.
it'll
Thank you very
go
much.
amazingly, and I hope to see you soon. So probably
Awesome.
at a
Hope to
festival
see you soon.
or somewhere else. But take care, guys. Been great chatting to you.
We'll see
Thank
you
you
at the
so
gig on
much. Thank
Friday.
you very much.
See you.
Lots of love.